Another week, another QuinJet. Yes, we are revisiting the QuinJet. The QuinJet that I built in the last episode. We are going to mod the heck out of it in this episode. We are using a MOC from Rebrickable from none other than Iron Foot. That's Iron_Foot. This is a cool mod that takes the single-seater cockpit and turns it into a double cockpit. You have all these extra pieces for this mod, and I'll talk a little bit more about how I figured out how to get those pieces and use the existing pieces for the official QuinJet a little later. But yeah, you're gonna make a two-person cockpit. So this single person with poor Black Widow all by her lonelies is gonna go away, and instead we're gonna have a two-seater in the front, the way, you know, the MCU gods intended. So 1 and 2 side by side. So it'll be more like the movie. And we're gonna modify the top, give it a little bit more oomph, and we're gonna totally trick out the hatch and the floor and the seating to make it, again, more authentic and more like the movie. So that is the plan. Yep, as you can see, that's the old vanilla interior, and it's gonna be next level when all's said and done. Let's get to building. Ironfoot's directions begin at step 20, so from 1 to 19 you're just going to basically build the start of the QuinJet. From 20 on, it's the whole body is going to be completely different based on the MOC. And what I did here to get the parts for this was I went to the inventory on Rebrickable and I added it to my own Bricklink, wanted list. Then from there I created a QuinJet wanted list and added the parts from the MOC to it, either increasing the parts that already existed in the MOC or adding new parts to create an entirely new wanted list that included all of the QuinJet and all of the MOC parts. This is what I ended up with. Did it work out? Well, no, it didn't. I ended up with a lot of extra parts. I'm going to warn everybody who attempts this MOC, make sure you have a lot of dark gray bricks. Make sure you have some on hand. I'm sure if I had time I could figure out exactly which pieces I needed, but the inventory on Rebrickable and my own voodoo math to try to do this really didn't pan out, and I ended up having to stop the recording a number of times to find parts in my parts bins. So it's if someone had a little bit more time to work on this, take that time, find the parts exactly, otherwise you might be scrambling in the middle of your build. And for a YouTuber who's recording, it made it a little frustrating, but not a big deal. It was still, the end result was awesome. Right now, here we are deconstructing the official QuinJet, and then we're gonna just start building it back up from step 20 of this MOC. Again, let's get to building. And here we have it, step 20. Can only go uphill from here. As you can see, I'm using my iPad to follow the instructions. And yep, we're just going to start building the body up based on the parts we've deconstructed and the extra parts. Alright, peep this. This is why you keep both sticker sets, because now that it's two cockpits, you need two terminals in the front. So if you put on, like me, you put on the shield stickers, you keep your Avengers stickers, because you're going to need at least that one and maybe a couple more to complete this build. This is probably the cleanest shot you'll get of the new floor. So look at that. It's got the 1x2 modified vent tiles. It's got some jumpers for the chairs, and it just looks a heck of a lot nicer than the bare studs of the original. if you're still here watching the video, then you get the pro tip. The pro tip is to keep your wings intact so you can put them back on later. Check it out. Look at that double cockpit. Just like in the movie. Look at that. You can almost see Agent Coulson in the back of the Lego build. I bought this MOC for the double cockpit, but the other modifications to the jet really sort of make it. The hydraulic lifts for the hatch, they really work. It makes the hatch open and close much smoother. I think it looks much more sturdy with all of the tiles and the jumper on there. Again, bare studs is only good in some situations. We open the hatch and we've got the seating for the QuinJet, including a reverse seat which looks into a computer terminal. I'm not sure if I can get a close enough shot. Let's see. There it is, and there's some concept art for what it's meant to look like. So you've got that, third pilot's seat there close to the cockpit. You've got the regular passenger seats. Top of the hatch looks money in the bank. The only thing that I don't like is that top window it's not really attached to anything. It's only attached to a single strip of studs. But other than that, pretty darn good. Put that back there on the base. And look, I mean, it still looks like the QuinJet, but it's like QuinJet 2.0. I think this is a great mod. I think you need to do your research for finding the parts and, but it came out great. It came out great. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 I'm giving for this particular mod. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy showcasing MOCs like this. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and tune in next week for something completely different and not QuinJet related.